understanding that it was, you know, the so-called manager. Anyways, I sent them the money through PayPal, but, you know, I didn't get a response to say thank you or anything. So I just, you know, kind of played it off and said, okay, you know, they're young. I didn't take anything of it. I continued to send, right, without asking them why they never called and say thank you or anything. Anyways, I kind of like looked at I saw that there wasn't much change in their life. They're kind of looking the same way. I didn't see them like cutting their hair or, you know.
Then just look rough, sir. Then just look rough, sir. And them get money and have manager. Yeah, the boy them look rough. We could talk about it.
Yeah, so I was saying to myself, like, how come they still look the same way and they're supposed to be making money? Like, what happened? You know, so I didn't really know what was going on, but something in my spirit just told me that something is not right. I wonder, how come they still look the same way from when they left, you know, Mountain View, and even when they're doing the live, they cannot still look the same way. Anyways, I continue to send them the money, never asked them, you know, why they haven't said thanks or anything. So, I believe that I tried to reach out to them again by phone, and somebody answered the phone, and I was asking some question, and the person hung up the phone on me. I was trying to ask, like, how come they don't fix up themselves? Are they in school? And,
what a liberty.
You know?
What a liberty.
And yeah, and I'm like, you know, we're not supposed to, you know, fix up on yourself. But at that time, I didn't know that I was there talking, and the person already hung up the phone for me. So anyway, so this morning, so after all of this happened, you know, because, you know, I said it dropped in my spirit that something wasn't right. And then all of a sudden I see all of this playing out on social media. And after hearing what he said on Dr. Love, which Dr. Love is not an analytical person, because somebody can't be telling you something and you're just hearing and not listening. You're not listening to the entire conversation. The person is actually putting his foot in his mouth and you're not here. You know, you're not listening to what he's saying. Anyways, no. I had started to like contact them, because when I saw what played out, I texted I believe it was Kemoy. Kemoy was using somebody's phone, and I said, I'm gonna bless you guys. Like, give me a name and a phone number so I can send you the money through Western Union. I'm not gonna do it through PayPal anymore, because it seems as if you guys are not getting the money, because you guys are just looking the same. So he came and he provided me his mother's information, because he said his mom didn't have a phone. And I tried to conversate with them just to make sure that they're okay. So when I spoke with them this morning, and I asked them if they were good, he said, that's Kemoy. Kemoy said he can't find Samuel. So I said, what do you mean you can't find Samuel? He said, well, Samuel didn't come to look for me today. So I said, did you check to see where he stayed, if he was there? He said he can't go over that side. Like, you know, so I kind of understand where he's coming from when he said that. You pick sense out of nonsense, right? Because a certain whatever. Don't want to get into that. So when he said he can't find someone now, and I saw the post today, and I think one of your viewers said they had screenshot the post, right? About him went back to the country. So I'm like, how would he know that Samuel went back to the country, unless, you know, he did something in a sense to say, well, you know, Samuel went back to the country. Anyways, I'm starting getting a bit worried. I start texting Kemoy back and forth. So he said, after they finished having the conversation with you this morning at about 3 a.m., Kemoy said Samuel went his separate ways and he went his separate way. And they went in at 5 a.m. this morning. Right? It was 5 o'clock this morning when they went to bed after they finished speaking to you.
Yes.
So I'm like, no, something is wrong. So I said, Kemoy, you have to check to see if Samuel is okay. So I said, Kemoy, I saw a post this morning that, you know, his dad came and get him and he went back to the country. And Kemoy was saying, I don't know anything about that. And that he started like shedding tears. Like,
so hold on there, we can pause this up. So it's very weird, because last night They was on the live and they wanted to do a part 2 to finish the conversation. So why all of a sudden he gonna just get up and go country? Who they try to scare this young man? And at this point, we are wondering what happened. We are concerned if they're even safe.
Exactly. So
all of a sudden in their country.
Yeah. So, I'm starting to get a bit worried, and Kemo is a bit worried too. It's like he's scared. And he started like shedding me the tears, like, with the eyes crying and everything. And, to be honest with you, Anik, I don't know what's going on, but I am a bit worried that something might have happened to him. Because based on the post that I saw, he said, oh, the boy get up this morning making noise in the lane. Because somebody make a comment.
Let me tell you exactly. Hold on, let me see if me even. Me say, I put it on the live this morning. I definitely did. About how he said he got up speaking in tongues all morning and this and that. Yes, and he gone to his Father Revival Church. But the way it was stated, as though something is wrong with him and the boy need healing. Sean, don't play with God.
Exactly.
Don't play with God. Exactly. Do not play with God. Because I tell you something. When his mom and family members let them run street, because clearly these kids does not have a proper governing body. And you lied and make it seem as though these boys have so independent their room and everything. The room man the door upon it. Sean, talk to me, man, tonight, man.
No, as the caller was saying just now, Samuel is really like he stays with somebody.
Come now, man.
Like he's just really like Jamaican people will say I catch him cat, so I'm cat somewhere with somebody. So when during our conversation this morning with Kemoy said when they went to bed this morning, he went his separate way and Samuel went his separate way. And since then, he haven't seen or spoken to Samuel. So I don't know what's going on.
And that is very strange. Now, Young Vybz TV.
Yeah.
Thank you for being in the chat tonight. And lovely. Caller 2, I appreciate you. If there's anything else you want to say, you go right ahead and say it. But I know you say you can't be on here long, so I want to be considerate of your time. And I think you gave clarity even to this conversation.
Yeah, because when he was getting the money through PayPal, it was him getting the money. It wasn't the children them that getting the money. And all along, I'm thinking to myself, they were getting the money. I was wondering, like, how come they didn't call and say thank you for the money, So I do understand that they don't have access to the information. They don't have access to, like, as Sean has mentioned, he's the one doing all the uploading.
But he want to blame them. But you want to blame them.
Yes.
You want to blame them.
Exactly.
And you want us to just blame the kids. Yeah, they might play a role in this, yes. But you cannot tell us to blame the kids. Hold on there. Hold that thought there. Hold that thought there. Because the Facebook can now click off on me accidentally. Well, I'm going to resume it.